What's up, Vault Hunters? Thanks so much for stopping by. Hope you guys are all having a good day. I am back with another episode of our Far Cry 3 gun reviews. This time we're going to take a look at the 1887 shotgun. The 1887 is a lever action shotgun. This means that in between rounds you have to crank a lever to load the next round into the chamber. It does not load automatically. Unlike traditional shotguns, the 1887 is known for having a significantly tighter spread than most shotguns. What this does is makes the gun more effective not only from a close range but more of a close to a medium range as well. I wouldn't say full medium and definitely not long range, but if the enemy's a little bit farther away than what would be considered a close range, this gun is still very effective, although in most situations it is better to switch to more of an automatic assault rifle or an SMG. Those of you looking to acquire the 1887 can get it for $885 at the store, or you can unlock it for free by activating 4 radio towers. This gun comes standard with a magazine size of 7 rounds with an 8th round in the chamber, with a maximum ammo capacity of 30 rounds. Upgrades allow you to have up to 11 rounds in the magazine with 1 in the chamber, and up to 50 rounds ammo capacity. The gun also supports 1 attachment at a time, which is different than most guns because most guns like the assault rifles and the SMGs support 2 attachment slots. And while we're on that topic, let's talk about some of the attachments you're able to get for this gun. The first upgrade you're able to purchase for the 1887 is one that's already been covered in this video, which is called extended mags. The gun comes standard with magazine sizes of 7 plus 1 in the chamber for a total of 8. The extended mags upgrade allows you to have 11 round magazines plus 1 in the chamber for a total of 12. This makes the gun a lot easier to use and a lot more effective because the reload times for this gun are ridiculously slow. So there are 3 more upgrades you're able to purchase for this gun. All 3 of them are sights, so let's take a look at each one and talk about the benefits of each one. Okay, so the first sight we're going to take a look at for this gun is called the red dot sight. The red dot sight with traditional weapons like assault rifles and SMGs is known for making target acquisitions much quicker and the gun more accurate, especially from long range. On a shotgun, I personally don't find this very effective even with the 1887 with the tighter spread. Traditionally, if you're going to be using a red dot sight and the enemies are far enough away that you'd need to use the red dot sight to its full potential, you're probably not going to hit them anyway on the first shot, and then you're just going to give away your location because the gun is very loud and there is no suppressor for this gun. The next sight we're going to take a look at for this gun is called the Reflex Sight. If I had to pick one of the 3 sights available for this gun for you guys to use on your own gun in game, it would be this sight. The reason for that is that when you're firing this gun from the hip, there's a big circle that appears on the screen. This circle is there to give you an idea of the bullet spread of the gun and how close or how far you need to be from the enemy to make sure all of the ballistics hit, or at least most of them, to be the most effective. The optical sight has something similar to this, although the spread is not nearly as accurate or as effective as firing from the hip. The last and final scope available for this gun is one we haven't taken a look at yet in any of the other guns we've looked at in this series. It's called a night scope. This is basically another illuminated scope. Basically, it's this traditional iron sights that come with the gun that basically have a couple illuminated lights on them to help you see in the dark, to help you see where your reticle's aimed. That's basically the only function of this sight. It doesn't have any actual night vision or anything like that. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to do it for my generic review of the 1887. Before we go, as per usual, I'm just going to go over the pros and cons of the weapon and decide if it's a perfect weapon for you or not. Now there are certainly a bunch of benefits to this gun, as well as there are a lot of things that go against this gun. So we'll start off with the benefits of the gun. The gun does have exceptional damage. Traditionally with most enemies that you find, like traditional enemies, not the heavies or anything, you will one-shot them as long as you are relatively close to them and you are accurate. It is an amazing close-range weapon. Shotguns are probably the best close-range weapon in the game. The 1887, again, as we covered, is different because it does function a little bit as a close to medium-range weapon. Now, I wouldn't say a medium-range fully or medium-long or long-range. It's horrible at those ranges. The one thing we didn't talk about with this gun is it is great for hunting. You can shoot bears with 2 shots. I think you can actually one-shot them if you hit them in the head, but I think it's 2 generally. If you get the upgrade for the extended mags, 12-round magazines is plenty, especially with this gun's reload speed. So now we've talked about some of the benefits of the gun, so let's talk about some of the bad things about the gun. The very slow reload, as we've already mentioned, takes a very long time. Good thing is that if you get a few bullets into the reload, you can cut it off and shoot, so you don't have to wait till the gun's fully reloaded to shoot. The sights are all very ineffective. I prefer to shoot from the hip. As we've already said, it's not good at medium to long range at all. It's rare that a shot will hit if you fire, especially from long range. The gun is very, very loud, and so if you're a stealthy player and you like to remain quiet, which is what the game is really all about, you're not going to succeed if you use a shotgun. And of course, there's no suppressor to help take care of some of that noise. Now, one last thing I want to do is go over my suggested loadout. Again, with this gun, you're only allowed 1 attachment. My recommended attachment is extended mag. If you have to go with the sight, I would take the Reflex Sight, but I prefer to fire from the hip, as you can tell from the video. The circle that you get for reticle on the screen I find is the most accurate for determining where the bullet spread is going to go. So I always fire from the hip with this gun, and I have pretty good success with it. So I find the extended mags to be most effective just because you get more bullets to fire before you have to go through that agonizing reload. But again, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this review of the 1887 shotgun. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like rating below. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe and check out my page for my Far Cry 3 playlist, as I cover a lot of Far Cry 3 gun reviews, as well as challenge gameplays with some bloopers and clips of me getting pissed off. They are pretty funny. Other than that, guys, don't have a whole lot more to say. Take it easy. Peace out.